There'll be marshmallows for toasting, and you were going to say something.
It's- you know what? Sometimes we are on the exact same vibe, but sometimes it couldn't be more off because you just jumped in with a very seasonal ditty that you can hear at Walmarts everywhere right now.
Yes, yes. My
And
single is actually out of that.
and I was going to tell you, hey Larry, a man got eaten by a tiger leopard, and that's a good thing. It's like a Larry Ignore topic.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I just
I, uh,
want to, I
I'm good
just
with that.
want to tell you this. Okay, so judging, you didn't read the story, judging by your look. So I just came across this, and then I came across it. Tribute.
Hey,
And then it, it's just people are people, but just the differences in how they react, I think is spectacular in different parts of the world.
sure, sure.
Okay, so in a zoo in Pakistan, there was, now I say tiger leopard because this was translated, and the word that they use for tiger is also can be flip-flopped with leopard. It was like kind of a tricky uh, translation, so that we're not 100% sure.
Sure, I assumed it was a forced fuck abomination, so
No, no, no. It's one or the other, but it's just the word can be interchangeable when you translate. I guess you
gotcha.
just have to point. But why would you? You just run. Um, but uh, so a human being in a zoo was eaten by one of these things. They're positive. Here's some quotes. The staff got suspicious when they found a body. Got suspicious, and then they found a body inside the den. They got suspicious because they saw the cat with a shoe in his mouth. They're like, that doesn't seem right.
Did anyone give this cat a shoe for?
Yeah. They went
No,
in,
no.
they found the body half et. You know what I mean? Saved half for later.
Yeah,
Half of the man's a doggy bag. But this is the difference. Um, pretend, okay, so here's the difference. You're an American.
yeah,
Pretend that I am CNN and you are the zookeeper who found the body.
yeah.
Would you like to make a statement, sir?
Well, it's a horrible tragedy what happened. These cats, that's why we keep them locked away the way that we do, is for the safety of not only the animal, but also for the people around them. I will send my thoughts and prayers directly to his family and loved ones in this horrible time. And we sure hope that this doesn't wreck anyone's plans for coming to to boo at the zoo this year for Halloween. We've got already a pre-made decoration in the leopard cage there, and so we're just gonna go with the theme.
Right. So that
Anyway,
would be the
thoughts and
general.
prayers.
That would be the general that an American would do. And in Pakistan,
Yeah,
this is what the guy said. Our assessment so far is that this appears to be a lunatic. Because a sensible person would not jump into the den. You can see the den is secured. There are stairs behind the den. Maybe he jumped in from there.
I love it.
And that's it. That's all
That's
you
what we should
need.
be doing
Yeah,
more of that.
exactly. You gave a very American response because I would be too. It's like, it's a horrible tragedy, but thoughts and prayers is for some reason in my head because I don't pray. I don't
Yeah,
pray. I
that's
hope
our
real hard at the
standard.
universe, like, oh, let the condom hold. But like, I don't pray for it.
Right.
Um, but yeah, this guy goes, fucking lunatic jumped in there, wrestled with a tiger and lost. Yeah, zoo's open.
And
There's no reason not to, unless another lunatic wants to jump in. I don't see how that's on us.
now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go scoop 40 pounds of rhino shit. No, no, we didn't leave it. He just dumped 40 pounds. Have you
Yeah.
seen the size of these fuckers?
If
Anyway,
anybody, also, if you didn't hear me before, I did. If anybody else wants to commit suicide by lion, tiger, leopard, there are stairs back there, so there is an easily jumping point. We've said before a guy could jump from there if they wanted, so that's
it
possibly what
it
happened.
does
Don't
help
know.
with the budget for the feeding, so I do appreciate that. Just make sure you're not too full of drugs. Be some full of drugs because it calms them down, but not too full of drugs and nothing too crazy. Anyway, well, now he's just taking a second shit, and all I've got is this play school garden set that I get to clean it up with.
That I've taped the handle back on twice. It ain't gonna hold.
So what I need is more of you dumbass lunatics. to kill yourselves by big cat and or bear, so we can take the budget that we save there and buy a bobcat so I can just skid that literal shit out of there. Anyway, Looney Tunes welcomed. That's what I say. Looney Tunes welcome.
I'm sure there's somebody, there's got to be people whose immediate reaction is what a tragedy, human being
Yeah,
got hit. That hasn't hit either one of us yet, because it's just what, in my opinion, there are way more people than there are big cats. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
there's no such thing. Tony the Tiger never caused microplastics, so fuck it. The zoo saved a couple of bucks on a man-sized portion of beef that day.
right.
So
Yeah,
I say win-win. Lunatic got to see if he could fly off the stairs of the animal enclosure. Animal got to actually do something with his day. You know what I mean?
right. I
Or
mean,
her. Excuse me, him or her.
yeah,
Their day.
there. I
Yeah, sure. I'm on. It's unclear. It's not even clear the species. So, uh, and then yeah, then the staff was just like, lunatic. Anybody want one shoe?
we've got one good shoe, and oh, clear out the meat. No, no, he seems to like it, so we're gonna leave it there. Because why not? It's a money saver. Anyway, uh, annual fundraiser is gonna be
It's like when people like get killed by wild animals and they go and find the animal and destroy it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Tell the people to leave it alone.
one of my favorite things to do right now is watch the idiots that go to Yellowstone that try to get pictures with
Oh yeah, you
these.
pet a bison and get kicked in the nuts. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Or they're like, "Ooh, it's a baby," and mom's like, I'm gonna fuck your face off." Is
they're
what I'm gonna
not
do.
typically alone.
Yeah. Or my favorite thing is, "Oh, look, a baby moose. Look how cute it is. Oh, it's curious. Let's give it a carrot." And then mom comes running at 60 miles an hour, just out of the tall grass,
Yeah,
just holy shit. I watched one, like the family comes outside and is like, anyway, oh, and she stops and sees them as just like, fuck you, and just beelines, and they barely get in the house, and this moose is on the porch looking at the front door like, yeah, that's what I thought, bitch.
that's animal the size of an Astrovan who doesn't want you around.
Exactly, it is. Lord almighty, those things are big and fast, and also the only thing that really can kill them, uh a grizzly on a good day,
So
um
a plane crash would do it.
and killer whales.
Also would do it. Yeah.
Killer
Oh yeah,
whales.
I've seen that. Yeah, the orcas getting them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're out there swimming, and then they're just, and the moose is just like, I'm fucked. They know it too.
Yeah.
They're like, I all I can do is swim. I can't stop there's eight of them, and I'm a gangly. I've got the legs of a giraffe, the neck of a bison, and my natural weapon. If I put it underwater, I'm really screwed right now.
Yeah.
So
Moose's last thoughts were, "What are the odds?" Oh,
there it is. Yeah. That would be us as if we were moose. So anyway, we're just gonna swim across. There's some good berries over here. Son of a bitch.
it's the moose equivalent of hold my beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where the orcas are, Larry. Hold my beer. Mm.
Just one of them? Yeah, fuck them, pussies. Oh, he brought eight. He brought eight friends. Oh my god.
They traveled in pods. What's a pod? A shit ton of them, Larry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, you're right. They do travel. And that's the last you hear of me as a moose. And then I wake up, coming out of just a chipmunk. They're like, all right, you fucked up as a majestic moose. Now you get to try your hand being the smallest thing. How about that?
We're gonna flip the table. There's no middle ground, by the way, when you're a moose. Uh,
I'm just assuming it being reincarnated is real at this point. I don't know. What do I know?
I don't know.
I think it'd be
I don't.
cool.
I don't even know when to wash my baby. That kid's 5 weeks old now. We washed it yesterday because it was sticky.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good sign. Kid sticky, give it a wash.
Yeah. Does it smell like old milk? Yeah. Day
Yeah,
2 of that? Yeah.
it definitely should have washed it. Should have washed it.
Can we do it now before we both pass the fuck out? Yeah.
Yeah, I You know, what's really great is if you go the what you hang the floor mats up with at the car wash, you just go and put their little feet in there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they don't pinch too hard, just hard enough to hold them up there.
It's not like they're making memories or they have the ability to press charges right now, so I think it's fine.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, tiny brains, horrible memories. They're stupid.
yeah. We're
Um,
not even really connecting. We might be developing a personality, but it's just minor. I would say
yeah.
minor.
All I say from experience, don't hit them with the hot wax. That's all I. You could harbor all.
Again,
You could
you can
harbor
harbor
all,
all maybe all you want.
but, but no hot wax, and avoid this fucking area. That's right here. That soft
Oh,
spot.
the
The
part on top of
reset.
their head, the
The
reset.
reset
Yeah,
button.
you just gotta. I find a rubber cork on that. Just give it a good
It's
rubber
like
cork with a ball peen hammer. That just take her back to day one because we fucked up last month.
she's 14. Yeah, we kept it soft for this reason.
Yeah.
You you ever
You know what
played
trepanning is? Did I pronounce that right? Did I pronounce that right?
I don't
You
what did you
drill a hole into your skull for medical purposes. I
the
think it's called trepanning.
science.
Trep,
That's what that is.
trepan, Jackass Volume 2. What is it called?
It was
I think it's
Jackass
called Trep.
Volume 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it was Egon. Egon was gonna drill the hole in his head. That's
Egon?
from Ghostbusters.
Jackass Volume 2.
I
Egon.
well, you said drilling a hole in the head.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but you're pretty as fuck.
Thank you very much. So join us on Zig and Larry Ignore Topic on our YouTube channel. And you too can, hey, just listen to the show on that. You don't even have to look at us. Just look at us once.
Yeah.
Pick whose face you want to ejaculate towards.
Towards
And then just have it on while you're making dinner for your captors.
for your captors. So that yeah, no,
my
that
my
makes
moments
sense.
of lucidity are few and far between these
No.
days.
I that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. That I'm trying a different setup right now. I'm gonna see what how this works. Um
These episodes come out on Monday, except for this one.
it comes out it's still gonna come out on Monday.
Oh,
It's
okay,
coming out tonight.
excellent.
Yeah, I was real sorry about that, guys. It's my that's my bad. I did not why am I playing with stuff instead of just talking? Just leave
I'm
it
not sure
alone.
what you're doing. But I'm watching you in awe of you trying to multicast.
Yeah.
I just feel like is your left hand, are you fiddling with your nuts absentmindedly?
No, I've got some sticky tack that I'm fiddling with.
It really looked like you were rolling the head of your cock for a second.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was like,
It helps me think.
so now I'm doing it. God damn it! I need some sticky tack. Gonna need something to fumble with.
Well,
Well,
you
Jesus
you know,
Christ gave you one.
you know I've got fiddly fingers. Um old Uncle Fiddly Fingers. That's
Old Uncle Fiddlefingers.
I no, that's my bad. I've
You have a
scheduled
collect
poorly.
call from Old Uncle Fiddlefingers. Would you like to accept the charges? Collect calls only come from one place now. No.
No, he can spend the night there.
Think about what he did.
I just wanted to go see the new playground. So yeah, there was last week was a whole lot going on, a whole lot of shaking going on. So I just didn't have time. So figure we'll pump one out right now. Fuck. You know what I forgot?
Say hit record.
Yep. No, I've hit record. I forgot to hit the goddamn timer.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't look at I'm staring at 3 clocks. So I didn't look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know, 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
We've been going a little longer than 8 minutes.
My track record, 7 thrusts.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll give you 7.
7. You'll give me 7.
I'll give you
Please
7.
don't. Please
I'll give
don't.
you 7, and if I'm not done, that's my turn.
I couldn't handle a solid 4 these days, if I'm honest.
I'll spot you anyway. Yeah, I had a last Friday great show at Buzz Bomb. It was the last real show, last booked show for the 2023 year. We've got an open mic on the 28th, which will be fun. And then Saturday night was down in St. Louis with my boy Tom Brown and my other buddy Dan Bublitz Jr. And so hung out with them after the show, and that was a hell of a time. Nick came along, and I feel like I'm too far away from my microphone. Nick came along, and Sunday we had a little lunch and went to Union Station, and that was a good time.
If there is, I would love this summer, if it's possible, to get down there and do a few minutes at Buzzbomb at one of your opens.
Always. You're
Yeah,
always welcome.
I'd love to try to get down there
Anytime.
once. And I have it's just to brush the dust off, if nothing else.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
get
mean?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be the prettiest belle at the ball, is what you're
No,
gonna be.
I'm not worried about. I'm worried about getting there. I'm not worried about doing it.
I'm just gonna hold you the whole time too.
Oh, that's the act. That's an open mic. I can do whatever I want. It's going to be you holding me. There's going to be a kazoo involved. I don't know. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, it'll be a kazoo, some sticky tack, and fiddly fingers.
8 feet of freshly cut bamboo, fire, and an insertion.
An insertion. You heard the man. Now I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience. It's going to be a horrible trick. Um, yeah, we've got this Wednesday. We're doing Sammy Hot Dogs karaoke disaster. I told you about Sammy Hot Dogs, haven't
It
I?
just sounds like you're. Yes, you have. It's just yes on this show. We don't need to go back through
No, no, but I love Sammy Hot Dogs.
karaoke disaster. That just sounds like you picked three fucking cards out of Cards for Against Humanity.
Right?
But I don't know. What is this? Fucking Wednesday. I don't know.
Wednesday, Sammy Hot Dogs. Oh, don't be karaoke disaster.
Disaster.
So that's Wednesday night, and then yeah, well, and Willow's on she's about to hit winter break, so she gets to come home and hang out for a few weeks. Their winter break is fucking long, dude.
Nice.
But yeah, kid took 18 credit hours and is acing everything. So
Nice.
yeah.
That's what you do your freshman year. That's what I did. You ace everything so you could slowly decline. It's a hell of a lot easier than climbing up.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
I went the opposite direction, and whew, it
I still thought freshman year that people were paying attention to what I was doing.
yeah, yeah. No one cares.
No.
As long as the check clears, nobody cares. Um, what else? I feel like there's some exciting things that I'm supposed to be telling you about.
Dude, my whole life right now is just literally, I'm still on paternity leave, so I have to go back to work next week.
Oh my god,
Yeah. So, but I mean, they gave me 6 weeks, which ain't bad for a papa.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Damn.
At least I think they gave me 6 weeks. Nobody's called to tell me I fucked up yet. I assume I read that somewhere.
um. So, Adam. Hey.
So, I didn't know exactly how it was going to go. I run a book of several accounts, myself and somebody else. I have an assistant now, and well, I shared an assistant with one other person, but I was talking
God,
to
is
the
it Rosalie?
director. No, no, it's an actual human being.
Oh,
Named Alyssa. But I was talking to my direct superior. I was like, "So how does this work? Like, actually, just Alyssa says she's done this before for another person, so you can literally just go." So, uh, it's been 5 weeks since I've clocked in. About 2 weeks ago, I was just like, "Hey, boss, just is there anything that I need to be doing?" She's like, "Well, if there's anything that you want to like log in for right now and throw at me and Alyssa, I can handle it for you." I went, "You know what? I'm gonna let it all burn." And she never got back to me, so I'm assuming it's fine.
oh, just
If you call
I'm
up my
gonna
work line or give me an email, it just says, "Hey, guess what? I'll be back in 2024. Godspeed." It's like,
good enough,
yep.
man.
I gave them the email of some other people,
Sure.
Alyssa specifically,
Yeah.
and she hasn't called me. So I'm like, hopefully she's telling them. Hopefully she's just telling all these people, he'll be back in a while.
I anytime I go on vacation, I on my voicemail, I always just leave my my direct supervisor's phone number.
Perfect.
Like, I am gone. Please call this person. And he asked me, he's like, do you tell them to call me? Yeah.
Hmm.
Could you not do that again? Because that was awful. I'll check your voicemails. And I'm like, all right,
Do you
pal.
know what I have to do to get fired? No, I'm not changing that for shit.
I don't
Let's all
know.
test the system. Let's all test the system.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, let's see. I rode a Ferris wheel yesterday.
Hold on. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, I
Okay.
no. So Union Station has
Which one?
in St. Louis.
Okay. There's several places that could be Union Station.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. I did. The one next to your house. Got it. Okay. Done.
But yeah, they've got a great big Ferris wheel and
I didn't know that.
little Christmas village, and so we walked through that and checked some stuff out, and then stand there looking at the Ferris wheel, and the look of surprise and delight on Nicole's face when I was like, "Hey, want to ride the Ferris wheel?" And she was just like, "Yes, yes, I do." And I was like, "Let's okay." And so I got us tickets,
Sure.
and they go. I mean, beautiful, beautiful view of St. Louis.
If you want to see St. Louis,
Yep,
beautiful view.
yep, pretty much. But I will say it was. We were having a great conversation.
Don't point it towards the fields
we we just get up and be
or
like, oh,
South St. Louis or
there's
East
the
St. Louis.
arch. Oh, there's the arch again.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, look, the arch. You can't see
Yeah.
Busch Stadium or anything from there, but you can
Yeah.
see the arch. Like, what building is that? I don't know. You can see the old Falstaff building. That was fun. That's
Well, the arch is what you got. That's what you gotta. That's what you show the people.
and breweries.
And breweries. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You could see you could see Schlafly Brewery again. The old Falstaff.
Hmm.
It was nice. It was like, oh look, I get drunk there. Oh look, I puked in that alley. It was a lot of fun. It's
And once you're high enough on, was it high enough that you couldn't hear the gunshots?
uh I mean it just sounded more like firecrackers
Nice. That's
from that
nice.
height. Yeah, it was way more whimsical.
Where you can tell yourself it's hunters in the distance.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, somebody got a deer. Oh god.
Ah, speaking of which, so nothing's going on in my life right now except for keeping a small human being alive.
Sure, sure.
That's it. And I'm really gonna stop me if I ever become one of those people who only talks about, I get it now being a parent. I'm really trying to not be that person. I know that it's impossible, but I'm going to try
Yeah, yeah.
to not be that. Because honestly, even now that I have a kid, I don't want to hear about other people's stories about their kids. Like I know people with kids that are still small, and they're like, What?" I'm like, I don't want to talk about that right now. I don't need to tell you. It's how's Nina? My daughter's name is Nina. How's Nina? I'm like, she's 5 weeks. She's alive. What do you? She's taking up the harpsichord. What the fuck do you want?
She got a job at a Family Video.
What do you want me to say? I don't give a
She's
shit.
she's bagging groceries down at the A&P. What do you want?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, well, my daughter just. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
She farted and it made us both giggle. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Great. It's not a story, but yesterday after it gets dark around here, and you've been to my house. I live on a side street, and there's very little going on. Like there's not really. It's the main road is just it's like a block away, but like we're off between that and like the water, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's just feels very like almost rural. But I'm out front with the dog, letting the dog take a piss. He likes to piss in the front yard after dark because he's old and he can't. And I'm holding the baby, and I just hear boom real close. Like I could throw a rock and hit it. And I was like, oh shit. Dog perks up, looking around. I was like, fuck. All right, well, I whatever that is, I probably couldn't fight it. And I surely can't if I got to keep both of these two things alive. Because I
Right.
have a
Yeah.
5-week-old human being and a 14-year-old Chihuahua. Neither one can fight, and they both smell weird. So I got to get them both inside. And out of nowhere, from between the two houses across the street, running at me, comes a 7-year-old boy going, whoa! Gets in the middle of the road and tears ass down the road. Here's the thing. I've lived on this street for a year now. Nobody's got a 7-year-old boy. There are families with children. There's a
Sure.
couple of teenage boys down the street. It's mostly female children around here. I have never seen a young boy up or down this fucking street at all. And I don't know where he came from. I've never seen him before or since. But he came from between two homes, making animal noises and just running, tearing ass around the neighborhood.
It's the dreaded were child.
Yeah,
Just one of the local raccoons got bit by a Florida kid, and
conceivably.
on
Now,
ev-
now these are my stories. My story is basically there was a boy after dark. That's my story.
yeah, but he shouldn't have been there. He
No.
shouldn't have been there.
But at that point, when I saw him, I wanted him to come at me because I'm like, okay, the dog can take you, and I can take you one handed. That's not a problem for me. I'll smack you because I don't know your parents. I don't think they live around here.
You just got to be careful not to use the kid as a club. Just oh, sorry. Oh,
I get
Christ.
away with it too. The ring light doesn't work right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, right now the babies are just made of rubber and springs, so they'll just kind of like wrap around, give them a good slap, and then bounce back and be like,
absolutely,
"Daddy loves you."
like beating somebody to death with an 8-pound chicken.
Bro, I just recently thought, oh, yeah. So I don't know why you took a gamble. See, that's how my brain works. We went to a casino at 3 in the morning in St. Louis.
I took a gamble with
I
birth
nothing.
control.
No, not. I don't know. Zig, get that. I might. I'm not good at transitions.
Hey, moving on. I couldn't even come up with a bad transition there.
I
Jesus Christ.
It's just I don't know what the little light bulb went. Bing. I'm exhausted today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have been so drunk for so many days in a row that today is just like that's why I'm just drinking water. I was like, I'll have a beer, and my body was like, the fuck you will. Like I looked at a can of beer and went, okay, nope,
Mhm.
we'll have some water, maybe some hot tea later, but
Two
all
beers
right,
right now is the equivalent of 7 good whiskeys for me.
yeah, yeah. I That sounds good in theory. Then I look at the liquid and I go, mm-mm.
It's not good because then I'll still at some point I will pick up the whiskey and I'll wake up in the water.
Yeah, yeah, just being humped by a moose and one orca.
Yeah.
But so we split a hotel room with my buddy Dan. Decided, screw it. Dan's coming in. He was like, "Hey, can we split a hotel?" Yeah, absolutely. Our hotel is right. It's right near the Arch, which is also right near all the fucking casinos on the river.
Mm,
I don't gamble. I don't like it. It's not my.
okay.
It's not my bag.
I
But
do very much. I haven't been
uh,
in forever. Last time
uh,
I was with a walker last time I went.
oh Jesus! Oh, perfect. That
No, for real,
actually
yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Because everybody there had a fucking walker or cane. Um,
Yeah, a lot of people throwing away their pensions in those fucking machines.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but we get back, like the bar we were at is closing. St. Louis likes to pretend that they're like, we're sister cities with New Orleans, and what time is it? Midnight. Jeez, we got to go home and get to bed for the Lord. It's
Yeah.
St. Louis is the virginal sister of New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans pulls the dick out of its mouth just long enough to giggle and take a slug off a mystery bottle of booze and then goes, "What? It's fun." And then right back at it. And St. Louis is just like, we should probably just have like a reasonable salad for dinner. And um, you want a beer? Oh, well, okay. You are all breweries. Yeah, but we don't like it. It's more for fun and not for fun. You know what I mean?
It's just for sillies. New Orleans. It's like when do bars close? Bars don't close. Like hearts don't stop pumping. If
Yeah,
bars close, everybody dies.
yeah, I'm doing a bit right now, and I've been working on it. The title of it's just Chicago Drunk, and how I have been to drinking cities or cities that claim to be drinking cities, and nobody drinks like fucking Chicago.
Mm,
Nobody.
mm.
Um, I knew, but we get back to the hotel.
That's the problem with being from Chicago, because then you get Chicago drunk in Las Vegas
Uh-huh.
and you lose a lot of money and make the wrong kind of friends.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've something I need to add to the Chicago bit because I make fun of St. Louis a lot. And I went to the St. Louis, New Orleans, which shut down at 10 p. or St. Louis, New Orleans, St. Louis Mardi Gras shut down at 10 p.m. It was ridiculous. They're like, it's Mardi Gras in St. Louis because we're sister cities with New Orleans. All right, everyone on the bus. It's 10 p.m. Time to go back to your hotels. But we made friends with a legit biker gang.
Sweet.
Um, to the and then they invited because the poor guy that was like running the hotel at night, the night auditor or night clerk, whatever, comes in and he's like, guys, we're starting to get some complaints. It echoes right straight up. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you to keep it down or leave. And the leader of this gang stood up, and this poor kid was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die." And he goes, "Hey, sorry, we were disrespectful. You're absolutely right. There's other folks." And he said, "We're here to party, but I guess there's some folks that aren't here to party. So, hey, you fucking bums, get the fuck up to the suites." So they got like a bank of suites, and they look at us. We'd already made friends. They'd already given us moonshine and shit. And they're just like, "You're coming to the room with us," and we are like, "Okay." And
It's closed doors. Seems like what this relationship requires. Yeah.
yeah. So we go in, and first thing I'm met with is a
Closed doors and rented property.
yeah. But I'm met with a guy who turns around holding a Bowie knife with a bump of coke that goes, "Want some?" And I'm like, I'm good, boss, but thanks." And he's like, "All right." And then the dude, the leader guy, just looks at me and he's like, looks at me and Nicole. He's like, "Hey, which one of you is artistic?" And Nicole went, "Oh, he is. He's good." And I was like, "Great. These guys already probably think." And they're like, "All right, I need you to paint some things on my old lady's tits." And I was like, "Okay."
The word "need" is interesting. Right now, should I come up? Should I come up with a concept, or is this kind of
Do you need me
slapdash?
a mock-up, a rough draft, or anything? And so, nope, she's just over there, and some of the other women are already sitting there because they're going to Mardi Gras. They're going to be having tits out. Um, they discourage that because it's a family event in St. Louis.
What time were the bikers kicked out of the lobby bar?
It was 2 a.m.
And they needed their tits painted for the next day?
Yes. They weren't planning on sleeping.
Well, you got a Bowie knife full of crank. That's a good point. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
That's not nap time anytime soon.
No. And so I was just like, and dude was like, "It's okay." And it's because there were women in line getting painted, and they were like, they needed an extra pair of hands. And one of them was like, looked at Nicole, "Sweetie, I'm almost done. Do you want to get in on this?" And Nicole's like, "No, I'm good. These are already a work of art. I don't need to add to it." And they're like, "All right, high fives." I painted the I was like, "Okay, what would you like?" Oh, she's like, "I would like a really beautiful butterfly, but can you also make it breathing fire?" And I'm like, that's what cocaine does, isn't it? That's all right.
You might find this interesting, madam. I've never been requested this before. It's entirely possible I'm really great at it, but I don't know.
I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, especially since we're serving Bowie knife full. We're serving Crocodile Dundee bumps over in the corner, so I'm gonna try to have my best behavior on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So anyway, are these finger paints? Thank you. Um, I don't know. Oh, yeah. So we get back to the hotel. We're like, "Are we done drinking?" "I don't think we're done drinking." "What time is it?" 2:15. Perfect. There is our hotel is sitting. This is just this Saturday. It's sitting across the freeway from the casino, but there's an entrance for the casino where you go in and walk under the
Oh,
roads.
okay.
So we went over, got a couple
So
beers.
drunks don't get killed going back and forth.
Yeah.
I respect that. Yeah.
But yeah,
Take the Morlock way over to the engine.
quick, this way.
Seems to be a lot of really well-dressed Native Americans around here, and a lot of old white people on scooters. Good.
Yeah, it was about 4 a.m. We got back to the room and went, "Hey, maybe we should sleep. Do y'all want to sleep? Let's do that." Um, which I didn't do, and that's also why my voice sounds the way it does today. Because they still allow smoking in that casino,
Ah.
and my body, since I've quit smoking, does not handle smoking very well. But hey, speaking of smoke, our sponsor
What?
is spliffsociety.org.
Zig and Larry Ignore Topic is brought to you by the lovely folks over at spliffsociety.org, the purveyors of fine, artisanal, hand-rolled, and toasted spliffs. You know what a spliff is? It's if you're smoking out of a bat, quit doing that because you're doing it wrong. You're a grown-ass person. Go on
Treat yourself.
spliffsociety.org. Treat yourself. For real. They got what do they have, Larry? They've got the
Goji
Lotus.
berry. They got lotus
Oh,
cones. They got cocoa. So if you're a chocoholic, especially right around the holidays, if you know what I mean, folks, enjoy a little nibble of chocolate while also smoking on a little niblet of pot. I don't. I wanted to try it out loud. It didn't sound good in my head either, but I wanted to try it
I
out
liked
loud.
it, but I'm a very specific audience.
It's true. I know, and I appreciate your patronage on my OnlyFans.
Do they give the charity, Larry?
Uh, your favorite stripper? No. But charitable organizations, absolutely. So
Son of a bitch.
they take a little bit, and then they give a percentage to a charity of your choice. It's very nice. They also check out the Real Spliff Society on Instagram because they are always up to some shenanigans, and it's a good time. So check out spliffsociety.org. Use promo code Zig and Larry in all caps at checkout. You'll get a little oopsie doodles off, and then give them a follow on the Instagram, and that's it. Thanks for sponsoring us, Spliff Society.
That was, for us, remarkably professional.
Yeah. I thought I was just gonna try and get through it today, and see how that felt.
Spliff Society, put butter on your nipples.
Spliff Society, this goes in your butt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, it's every episode we have to reference something going in your butt.
Regrettably, and I think it's very childish and basically outdated.
Stuff in your butt's never outdated. It's classic. It's
It is for me.
timeless.
These days, it's only tinctures and salves.
Tincture and Salve was my favorite vaudeville act.
God.
Tincture and Salve, Tincture and
Put
Salve.
some of this cocaine, heroin, snake oil up your butt. Please, anything right now. That actually sounds delightful.
Hey, if we're gonna do a bump, we're gonna boof this bump with this Bowie knife right up your booper.
Boof!
Hey, if you're just listening to the podcast, thank you. This is going to be another visual one, so if you want to see what we're about to do, head over to Zig and Larry Ignore Topic on YouTube.
Why do we keep doing that, Larry? Might as well be describing smells.
Because we do this for us.
Yeah.
Right?
It's hard to tell anymore.
I don't know. Breaking news. That always worries me when breaking news pops up on my screen. This isn't planned.
Oh, I really thought that's how you were going to give me the topic for the week. Breaking news. Nope, it's watching you read. Breaking news is watching you read.
It just worried me every time I see breaking news. I'm like, oh, this is
Which one of the Friends cast died now? That's breaking news in this country.
Okay,
not that
buddy.
I wished him any ill, but Jesus.
All right, buddy. Stop that. We're not going to get through everything today.
We never do, as long as we get through the stuff that really, really offends the Christians.
Well, it's beginning to look begin
the begin.
Belief. It's bequeathing. It's Christmas time all over again.
In Hollis, Queens, yes.
And I, you know me, I'm a big old pile of whimsy. I'm a whimsical fella. I'm a silly little whimsy boy, is what I am. And so I got to thinking about toys because, for one, there is a new series of GI Joe toys out that are fucking rad.
Okay.
They're really just cool sculpts, and they've got some of the less popular characters that they've turned into really cool ones. Although my favorite character will always be, because GI Joe had like Snake Eyes and
Hmm.
Sergeant Slaughter and Roadblock and Rock and Roll and all these
The
really
gay
cool.
sailor one.
Shipwreck.
There it is.
Shipwreck. Just and he is just a fucking sailor with
Hmm.
just a parrot, a bit of rope, and a pistol.
Yep.
That's it. And I'm like, first I was like, this guy's
And
so
his a little bit too much chest hair showing.
yeah.
He's like a 19 he's a
And he's got
1970s fun boy, yeah.
he's got the naval tattoo, the Navy tattoo.
Yeah. Dun, 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 da, 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 da,
In the
da, da.
Navy. Anyway, that's a mushroom stamp that we're thinking of. Anyway, um,
Almost always.
always. But my first thought was always, it was, yeah, he's lame. But then I got older. I'm like, no, no, no. Shipwreck is the toughest motherfucker in GI Joe because everyone else is like all armored up, helmets and visors and giant machine guns, and Shipwreck's just like, fuck you. I'm gonna take this because he's got two guns. He's got a Beretta 92F and a Navy issued revolver, a length of rope, a parrot, and a jaunty tilt to his fucking hat. Everyone else is like, I got a fucking flamethrower. I'd shoot lasers out of my butthole. And Shipwreck's like, I'm gonna slap a bitch. How about that?
Fair. He just tied a knot in a rope and beat you to death in front of your mom.
What the fuck, my eye? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get him, Polly. Then the parrot comes out, shits in your mouth, and then makes you say thank you. I don't.
Trains a man to scat in your mouth for crackers. Trains a man? He trained a man to do it too.
He did. That's what the rope was for.
Wearing a gimp outfit. What happened?
Oh, whose mouth did I have to shit in today? So, Zig,
Yeah.
in keeping with that tradition,
We're masturbating to pictures of Shipwreck, the G.I. Joe toy.
uh-huh, um, get ready, folks.
Get ready
YouTube's a,
for Zig and Larry masturbate for speed.
we're masturbating for the Navy. Um,
Yeah.
no, we are going to talk 1980s toys,
Nice.
but we do. So we are going to talk 22. We're not going to get through all of these, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, Zig.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a chance to look at any of these. I just said, hey, Nick, can you look this up for me? Because I had a different idea, and then I came up with this. So we've got a list of 22 of the best 80s toys you can still buy today, because you and
Okay.
I like to spend stupid money.
Yeah.
80s, an 80s top 50 Christmas list to rock your socks off.
Okay.
I have this, the Mask
Oh
Mountain.
God, I remember Mask.
Yeah.
Mask was where the everybody had a regular car that could do something like the guy had some car that the had gull-wing doors, therefore it could fly.
Yes. Yep. And then the spoiler on the back popped up, and it was like, well, now he's an airplane.
Now it's an airplane that you
And
can fall out of precariously.
and then we're gonna do the top 10 most disturbing toys of the 80s.
Okay, well we definitely have to get to those.
Oh, we're going to, because we're gonna
Okay.
do a little bit of a little Christmas desire and a little bit of Christmas disappointment
I
is what we're
had all
gonna do.
those weird action figures. I had the fucking Mask and Thundercats and Silverhawks and a whole bunch of shit. I
I had
remember there was a whole bunch of zip lining guys that I had at one
Yeah,
point.
I had one Silverhawk. I had the Silverhawk. I wanted the rest of them, and I was told, just pretend. And I'm like, but Silverhawk doesn't. He doesn't exist in the He-Man
A
universe.
lot of those were just like cartoon toy tie-ins. That's all it was. It was just to sell plastic junk.
Yeah. and I
It worked
was
on me. Yeah, He-Man.
yeah. So let's start with the some of the toys you can still buy today.
Uh,
The glowworm.
I think I had one of those when I was like 5. That looks really
Um,
familiar.
I was told that that was for girls,
It's a little doll. Yeah,
so
when you're 5, whatever.
I was not allowed to have it. Um,
It's a
but
little fantasy character that you sleep with. It's got a fucking night hat on.
yeah, he wears a
And it
little nightlight.
glows.
Yeah, and he wears a little night hat. He's a little nightlight. You squeeze a little worm, and his face glows, and it keeps the monsters away. What I
Oh yeah,
was told,
you slept with like a butterfly knife, correct?
yes, yeah, for
Yeah,
safety, you couldn't have one that was open the entire time.
you
That's
cover it with a sweet potato covered in razor wire.
it was on a stick too, so if I needed to, I could go to thwapping.
Mhm.
So the glowworm, very simple. I know I think I bought one of my nieces.
I think there was one of those in my house. Either me or my brother had one. I don't remember, but for
Sure.
two little kids, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a little
perfectly
sleepy
fine.
buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's great. It's a great little you can get it right on Amazon right now for 20 bucks.
Although I do remember that the head of it though, it's like a sleepy type toy. So like the body and the arms and everything are plush, and it does light up. But it's like a nightlight, but the head is plastic. I
It's hard
remember like
plastic.
yeah, you could grab it by the asshole and wield it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a nice it was like a morning star. It was
exactly. Yeah, you can't hurt an adult with it, but 2 5-year-olds can fuck each other up pretty good. You can still buy old fucking Game Boy.
yeah, that's the next on the list, the Game
Nice.
Boy, which got given
80 bucks
away.
still?
Yeah, I may get it.
Maybe. Yeah.
I may actually buy that. I didn't realize that was still available, but I want it now. We
Yeah.
actually I say that we have a Game Boy upstairs. We have a Game Boy.
Is that what you're calling your son?
Moving on. I'm not going to
Okay.
make that joke.
Good. Oh,
Oh,
old NES
I have one of those. It doesn't
for
work, but I have one.
180 bucks on Amazon. 180 bucks for all that. I remember the original price was $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's only like 12 left. And it
I
still comes with Super Mario and Duck Hunt.
Of
Look
course.
at that.
And the light gun. I have literally I have all this. We have tried to make it work and it just doesn't work anymore.
We had that when I was a kid. I remember me and my brother, we were told we had to save up for it. And we kept getting like, we were doing like odd jobs and stuff. And we get up to like 15 bucks. And then one of us would dig into the piggy bank and buy some bullshit. We get up to like 20 bucks and we do it again until my parents was like, okay, you suck at money. And then just bought it for us.
Here, fine. Yeah, I got Metroid and oh, I still have do you remember Robbie the robot that came with?
Yeah.
I
I never
have
knew what he did though. My friends had him. I never actually had him.
there was a there were a couple games that you used him for, but there was one called that I had called like Gyromite or some ridiculous nonsense.
No, you just had mites, is what it was. It was like
Oh,
your pillow was infested.
that's why my nutsack looks like this.
Fuck this game.
Trivial
Trivial
Pursuit.
Pursuit.
You don't like Trivial Pursuit?
I'd have to play it now. It just seems because I've only played it a few times, but I know I'm the kind of person that like I can watch Jeopardy and do really well in round one, do passably well in Double Jeopardy. But you put me in front of Trivial Pursuit and I become a fucking Mongol. Like I have no idea.
Uh, fair enough.
I'm not sure why. And then everybody's like, "Oh, let's play the Friends edition." I'm like, "No, I'm not playing fucking. I don't know. I've watched like, I don't
No,
know."
no. I don't like the specific editions. I give me a like we have a modern edition that is very I like playing that because as a kid we were like I want to play Trivial Pursuit and you're like you're 5. We're asking questions from the 1920s in here. And now
Mm,
they're like it's the modern edition. And I'm like great. I lived through most of the nonsense that you're asking
yeah,
questions about.
right. Yeah,
The ever-present Cabbage Patch Kid.
yeah. There was one of those in my house, but that was my brother had it. Those
Yeah.
I didn't have one of these. The same problem though. Plush body, hard plastic head.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Uh,
Oh, the Monchichi.
Monchichis.
Monchichi, Monchichi, oh so soft and cuddly.
Oh, there was. I remember that they had a cartoon, but
Yep.
they lived in trees. They ate. I want to say people.
Yep. Yep. Eight
Um,
people. And other smaller
I
mammals.
remember the cartoon, 1974. It's a capuchin with an afro, basically.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly it.
Yeah. It's,
Pound
it's it,
puppies.
pound puppies were, yes, I remember having a pound. Blissfully, here's the first plush toy that you can't kill yourself with unless you swallow the eyes.
Yeah. Well, because the Monchichi, again, soft everywhere, but hard hands, hard feet, hard face.
Hard head, still, and a tail, so you can really get some
Oh yeah,
centrifugal
you can
force.
really whip that bitch. Um, yeah, but the pound puppy, super soft. My favorites, I had like a couple pound puppies, but I like when you get like the full pound. When you got the full pound,
What?
the full pound is what I said. That's what I said. It's what came out of my face.
I'm so sorry. I was reading the little blurb about pound puppies, and I was not listening to a word you said. I came back online for the phrase "full pound."
No, no, you're right not to have paid attention to me.
I
I'm
honestly
hoping the
don't know what you said.
listeners. I hope they've tuned out too. You
Were you talking
could
about fucking this animal?
yes, that's what I'm talking.
Yep.
The original fleshlight, pound puppies. Let's move on.
Ah, made by Tonka, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, so you knew it was for boys.
That's why they made this one. That's why this one doesn't have any ability to kill yourself with, because you could also buy the Tonka truck, which is just all fucking sharp edges, man. 80s toys.
The full metal Tonka truck, like the
Hmm.
dump truck. Did you ever try to skateboard in one of those?
I tried to skate with two.
That'll yeah.
I
How did it
still
end for you?
I still have the scar on my coccyx.
Ooh,
Hmm.
My Little Pony,
We've talked about this. There's men our age who are just way too into this. I don't.
dude. I heard the best joke today. So, Josh Arnold, who is co-host of Bob and Tom, friend of mine had sent this clip to me. Josh looks at one of the guests and says, "Hey, do you know what adult men who collect My Little Ponies are called?" They're called what, Sig?
No, they're called. We did a show about these actually. They're called bronies. You taught me that.
To which his response was, "Oh, my dad was way off."
Ah, got it. Eh, took me a second.
Yeah, it did. It
I,
took
I'm
you a
gu-
second.
I'm guessing his dad called him a bad term for homosexual. Is
Yes,
that the
yeah,
is that
that's
the,
the
is that the
joke.
joke?
That's the
Okay.
joke. He didn't
Uh,
say it. He
Okay.
didn't have to.
Got it. No, yeah, yeah. No, that's the thing. Because if I was wrong, I didn't want to be that wrong. You know what I mean? Again, not firing on all four cylinders. And I don't think I was. What's three-man chess? I don't think I was born with three.
3-man
Have
chess.
you ever seen this?
No.
Original brand Husaria, also not a thing. Three-man chess. In the 80s, something different. Three-man chess. Each person got his army. The game was played on a hexagonal board, 96 quadrilateral cells. Most of the rules are the same. Pieces had the same powers. You can only capture. That's weird. I can't get one person to play chess with me, unless there's two. Huh. That's some Star Trek shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Three-man chess. I've never seen that before.
That is crazy.
Doesn't surprise me. I grew up in a town called Henry.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, not a whole lot of chess to be played. Actually, that's bullshit. I shouldn't say that. In fifth grade, our teacher spent an entire week just teaching us chess, which I thought was a fucking brilliant move, actually. Um,
My grandpa uh taught me chess. But he preferred checkers because he felt chess was too easy.
chess was too easy, so he went for checkers.
Yeah, checkers was he said checkers doesn't get enough credit for the strategy. And this man could look at a checkerboard and see 18 moves and like he could see every like he could
Maybe he
see
was
what
just really,
moves.
really. He was just really, really good at checkers. Like, chess is too easy. Let's play checkers because I
Uh,
know I'll beat your ass.
well, he didn't take him long to beat me at chess either. Like he is
Yeah.
my not surprisingly, my old man can play the shit out of some chess.
Hmm.
He is he has just schooled me multiple times to the point that I practiced with friends who were competitive chess players who taught me things, went back and played my dad, and my dad still was like, well, that's a cute move, let's do this, and it just beat me every time.
If your dad wins at chess, does he get to like hit you?
No, but I think I had to do extra chores. I think that
There,
was I
there you go.
just he got to drink beer while I did the choring.
There it is.
uh, Also, Gideon, ridiculously good at chess, beat me. And yeah, I
Domino
re-
Rally, Action Alley.
I remember Domino Alley.
Hmm. I don't know. I remember I don't know if I had it. I remember the commercial because I just said it.
I don't remember if I had. I think I just had a
Just
domino
dominoes.
set and was told go.
Yeah, hold on. What is Domino Rally? It's just dominoes that you can't actually play dominoes with, and a couple of bridges made out of plastic. Is that the idea?
Pretty much, yeah. Then you just put them in different positions.
Okay.
All right. Guess who? We all know Guess Who.
I love Guess Who. I love the 1979 version of Guess Who, only because when you have everything up, you can go, "Are you the black guy?" And
We
if you are, that's it. There was just one. Why would you do that? Why would you make one ethnic character?
because that's
Not,
the
not
70s.
ethnic. One not. Yeah, it's just like, come on. What are you
Uh,
doing?
Nick and I started calling it problematic Guess Who.
Yep.
And we, yeah, the yeah, Jenga. Okay, we all know
Jenga.
Jenga,
I have also Jenga.
but it's koosh balls.
Jenga,
God,
the second version of Jenga Koosh Balls. You have to see. Check us out on YouTube to figure that out. I
the
saw Jenga. I love Jenga.
I love Jenga, but everybody knows Jenga. Koosh
Jenga.
ball. God, koosh balls
Easier
were.
for me to play at night than in the morning. Jenga. It's a DT joke.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's yeah. The koosh ball was a stimulant, a stim
A
toy that
stimulant. Don't eat it.
it was a stimulating toy that before they started me because it was just hey, what is he? He's got a problem? Nah, he's just a daydreamer and a little bit of a spaz. And now it's like, oh, this child has ADHD and we need
Yeah.
to make sure. So the koosh ball, like I had multiple koosh balls
Well, the
because
idea
somebody
was
just wanted to give me something to make me stop.
wasn't the idea was like it's easy to catch?
Yeah,
Is that the idea? I mean, it's fine, but if you're too simple to catch a ball, maybe balls aren't your thing.
maybe catching isn't your thing.
Yeah, yeah. Catching a ball is hard. Fine. Not everybody catches balls, man. Move on.
Move on. It's okay.
Simon.
Yep, that infuriating bastard.
It was fun for the first 4 rounds.
And then it just laughed at you.
Yep.
Rubik's Cube. Fuck a Rubik's Cube. Sorry. Hey, check out Hairbrained Ideas on Instagram and Facebook and also on TikTok because my buddies Scott and Trey take Rubik's Cube. Takes one.
Try
I
again.
am
Try again.
fucking.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
They take Rubik's cubes
You did it.
and they then make art and murals out of that, and it's really cool. It's really
You
cool.
just I mean it is very cool, but I feel like you didn't do it justice even close with your with what you just did. You want to Nah, we'll just leave
I
it.
don't want to try. No,
Okay. I had so much He-Man shit,
me
Masters of the
too.
Universe
But
shit.
this isn't original He-Man.
That is not the original He-Man. No. God damn it. Even out of the box, my collection today would be worth money.
Yeah.
Even played
Oh,
with,
you know what's
$20.
in the back room right back here?
Dungeon.
Castle Grayskull.
Nice.
Yeah. When we move, a lot of this shit has to go.
Fucking eBay, man. You'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Care Bears. I wasn't allowed to have a Care Bear for years. And then
Easiest plushie to fuck.
that's still the pound puppy.
Ah, no, that's the funniest
It's the
because
most fun.
they all came from jail and they all looked a little sad.
um,
Care Bears still had some joy in their heart.
yeah, they had not when I got done with them.
Good.
No, I got Champ. So that was in my dad's eyes, that was the boy one. All the other, I was like, no, they're all boys. Grumpy. So I've got a Grumpy Bear upstairs that Nicole got for me. He's always wanted Grumpy
Yeah,
Bears.
the girls were there was cats that were all female.
Yeah,
Puppies, there were cats. There were pound cat. What the fuck were they called?
I'm talking about Care Bears though, buddy.
Psh, doesn't matter at this point. Oh, okay. Champ was a Care Bear. I thought Champ was a pound puppy.
Champ was a Care Bear,
Oh,
or like,
I don't know shit about Care Bears except for the general theme.
yeah, yeah. Oh, look at this demonic prick.
Teddy Ruxpin, the chew your finger off bear.
That motherfucker. Although it was great to put like AC/DC in a Teddy
Yeah,
Ruxpin.
yeah. Oh, yeah, because it was. Oh, it says right there because it was all cassettes. It
Yeah,
took a full size cassette. It would play anything. It was just a tape recorder with an animatronic mouth.
yeah, it was fantastic. Power Wheel.
Power Wheels, the original Power Wheels.
I had an actual four-wheeler, so I didn't.
So we didn't have that. We were poor.
Micro Machines.
I had plenty of micros. Remember the
Uh,
guy that could talk real fast?
yes,
And he was the the spokesman for this. And then he got like one commercial where he said like the McDonald's menu. And then I think he died of a cocaine
I
thing.
believe so. I think he
It's a
boofed
coke thing.
cocaine off a Bowie knife in a hotel room.
Cocaine boofs get you every time. I had a shit ton of these.
I still they're in the back room right now.
Yeah, I
Although
mean,
these are not the original toys, these are better. The original toys were kind of lame. And then the bicycle wheel spoke beads. I didn't have those because I didn't.
I don't even know what those are.
You put those on the spokes of your bike, and
They like light up or some shit.
no,
Oh, they're just plastic beads, I guess. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yep.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna skip the Christmas list because this was pretty good. We're gonna go to the disturbing ones
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of
because
my.
these are the ones we want to get to, and
So, can you still buy these too? Because I might need to take notes.
I'm sure you can buy them from somebody off the back of a van.
Excellent.
Let's start with
America.
puppy. Yes, we'll start
Puppy.
with America.
Okay, so puppy surprise. I don't know what this is.
Puppy surprise.
Oh, I could have guessed that. Oh, I'm gonna guess. Hold on.
That
Do
that dog
all of
looks like it
these?
came from the trailer park, and
Okay, so yeah. So what I'm looking at is a picture of what appears to be if Harley Quinn was a pink poodle, and one, two, three, four, five, six, seven small puppies that I'm guessing fit inside of the mom.
I'm gonna guess puppy surprise forced us 80s kids to get into conversations with our parents about the birds and the bees way before we were ready. The mo- the
Yeah,
mom
it's not
dog
okay. Yeah, it's not a set. All the puppies fit inside.
yep, gave birth to lots of little baby dogs, and it was both cute and extremely disturbing all at the same time.
You
And it
know what
looks
though? I
like
bet you now, now
soft
that it's
bodies, hard faces.
hold on though. In the 80s, that was disturbing. In the 20s now, I bet you that would fly a little bit further than you think. Teaching kids about reproduction, where do babies come from? There's a whole lot of truth in advertising these days. I bet you, as long as you take away the hooker makeup off of the
Why does it have
slut mom
hair?
number one, I'm not sure why it has hair like that. It
Seriously, it looks like every trailer park girl that's like, this time he says he's gonna leave his wife.
yeah, if that hair was in Blade Runner, it would be a humanoid designed to be fucked. But
Yeah.
still, I think that these days, I think the you could probably get away with something better as long as you don't make it so creepy looking.
As long as when it does give birth, it howls in
And
pain.
three of them are perpetually asleep, which is weird.
They're just really high.
Yeah, it looks like Tawny Katane is a dog.
Or those three were stillborn. Now you're really teaching your kids about life.
I wish it didn't just get funnier.
Oh, we've got 7 puppies. poor-lived. Like occasionally they just get like a whole litter that's just dead. It's just
Yeah.
eyes closed.
God. And then they're called something called like down on the farm dogs.
And
We don't give no veterinary medicine to the farm dogs. I'm sorry.
no,
No.
no, we just make more.
I had so many of these fucking things. I
Me
love
too.
them. Mad
Yes.
balls.
Mad balls. If anyone doesn't know what a mad ball is, it is a ball with disgusting, gross, weird faces all
Yeah, it's
over
like a
them.
plush. It's a plush ball. I had two of the eyes.
It's like
it's a
Nerf.
foam ball. Yeah. It's a Nerf ball but it's not like a ball. It's like a mummy head that's creepy looking. I love that shit. Those like the Garbage Pail Kids, but in ball form.
Yeah.
Shit, if those are still shit, I will. I do want a couple of those for my shelf of weird shit in the bedroom that my wife has.
Yes. Exactly. Just
Hang on, I'm gonna see. Is it Mad Balls with a Z? How do you spell that?
just mad balls, mad angry
Mad.
balls.
Hold on. If I don't want to type in Mad Angry Balls because that's going to be a different thing. Mad Balls. Let's see here. Can you still buy them? Oh, it was a TV series. Madballs.com. Oh, fuck me. I'm going to end up buying some of this shit. Oh, it looks like it was made by the same people as Garbage Pail Kids. Okay.
Makes sense.
Excellent.
I wouldn't call that disturbing though.
No, I mean it's for a 12, 13-year-old boy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like yeah.
Yeah,
Which is why
it's
I want it.
stupid.
It's stupid. It's grossy.
Gross. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun.
It's like slime or whatever. What's a snack time Cabbage Patch Kid?
Oh, that's the one where you take hold on. Hold on. Let's see if we can
Oh, do you feed it and it shits? Hold on, pop-ups. Pop-ups.
hold on. I'm gonna look up the commercial.
You feed it food and then do you feed it Play-Doh and it comes out in a glob?
You feed it food. All right,
You
there.
feed it real food? Is there a plastic bag in its guts? Is this where microplastics come from?
So here's the commercial. Zig. So it
Oh,
chews.
it shoot. Oh wait, didn't we actually do something? Oh god, it's oh it, it chews and then it is the fake plastic food is spit out whole into a backpack.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Isn't this the thing that was accident? Didn't we do something about this once? Was it like eating children's hair or something?
Yes, it was eating hair. I think it got a finger once. Got
Hold
a
on.
finger only because it was followed by the companion piece, Uncle Fiddly Fingers.
There are Mad Balls on Amazon. I just looked them up. There's a handful of different ones. Depending on what you want, they run up to $25 a pop.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. It's so dumb that I'm going to be spending money on this.
Um, the only thing disturbing about my pet monster
We had one of those.
is his penis nose.
Yeah, the warty penis nose.
Yeah. But I had one of
I
these.
would say that the shackles are a little disturbing.
I had one of these.
I had one of those. Yeah, I
I,
totally remember that.
I used to go around with those on and just ask other kids to choke me. Is that
Hmm.
weird?
No, it's just telling.
No, I
Oh,
used because
I
you could.
have fond memories of that thing, and
Yeah,
I honestly just have a warm, fuzzy feeling. I don't actually have
yeah,
memories of it. I remember
yeah.
we lost the shackles very early on, and I don't have a story for it, and that's probably upsetting.
Well, I used to take him like I'd wear my Superman shirt and pretend I was Superman, busting out of shackles because they broke in the middle. It was cool.
Ah, huh.
Yeah, yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, I missed him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, Larry. Thanks for that. I actually do have memories.
I don't know
Actually,
why.
I don't even have a memory. I know I look at this doll and I know the feel of his nose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And the teeth. I mean, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I want a my pet monster. Here's the
Yep.
one though that this
hmm
will get you. Pregnant fucking Barbie.
Didn't we
Have you?
talk about this recently too? Yes, I have. This is creepy as balls.
All right. So if anyone
hmm
isn't, it's it's a Barbie that
Again, is it
has
creepy? It's all creepy is in the eye of the beholder, I think, on this one. But if you look at it like this, though, in this picture, listeners, you take off a little plastic tummy, and you can see inside this woman. The baby, with a full head of blonde hair, is positioned as a baby would be, legs akimbo, pointing up, head down. It looks like a Tool video.
it's head down, ass up is what this kid is.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, that's the way you want it to come out. But no, 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 that's Sunny Side Up. Uh, but uh, but it's just the visual is off putting.
Yeah, and that's why it's disturbing because you just
Yeah.
it wasn't that it would I think it'd been better if you had squeezed Barbie like a tube of toothpaste and forced the kid actually out.
And if it came
Um
with the appropriate noise.
yes.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I haven't seen the Barbie movie. Is there a pregnant Barbie?
I think we're the only two, and it's not because I don't want to. I'm not going to say anything. I actually do want to see it.
I do
Um,
too. I think it looks fun.
we were going to rent it the other day. We ended up watching something else. Yeah. But yeah, this was a mistake. Just this visual right here, the nippleless woman, where you can see inside of her, and it's just bleak and empty, except for the baby.
Yeah, with the dead eyes. That baby's got
Why can't we not be sober? Just one. That's what I meant when I said Tool video. It had nothing to do with DeWalt or something.
right. No, no, I knew what you meant.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Oh yes, the Incredible Crash Dummies. If no one
they
remembers,
made they
this
made
started as a campaign for
yes.
because in the 80s, for a long time, you weren't required to wear a seatbelt. And then
You were
in
required to have them in cars for a
yeah,
while.
yeah. And
The
then
the car that I grew up with was an old Buick, an old orange bastard. Pretty sure it was a Buick, but there were no seatbelts in the back.
no,
Period. Just didn't came with. Never came with them.
you don't need them. But yeah, then they were like, nope, we got to start wearing seatbelts. And here's how we get them. We get them with the kids. We have the kids shame the parents enough.
Hmm.
I mean, for God's sakes, it was years before my old man. My old man still doesn't wear a seatbelt. He refuses to put the seatbelt on because it gets in the way of him holding his beer.
You can learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Buckle your safety belt. And it was a commercial, and then they made the toys after it was
And then
so
for a while,
commercial, cartoon, then toys.
I forgot about the toys. Yeah. Uh,
These pricks. I
uh,
loved a popple, but I understand why it might be disturbing.
vague memory of a popple. What's a popple?
They fold into their own pouches.
Wait, what?
So they fold themselves up into their own pouch. So see,
Oh,
here's a pouch.
so on the left that is fully immersed. On the right is going. It literally goes inside of its own asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it pops out of its own asshole and it's a full like arms, legs, tail creature.
Well, oh,
preserved
there's arms and legs too. So like this is a kangaroo that can go into its own pouch
yeah.
and turn into a pillow or a ball or something.
Yeah.
Popple commercial. Yeah, sure. Hey, you're binging. You're not even Googling. You're binging, huh? You're a
Eh,
Bing guy?
this is what you get.
You're a binger? This is okay, so this is the popple. And there's a little girl who is
Hold on.
oh
Watch it
god,
emerge.
aggressively emerging. and the
There.
and the other oh okay, we rip our glasses off. Okay, and then we play with the
Now
oh,
force it back into itself.
girls,
Shove it
what are
into
you
its own
doing?
asshole.
Yes, no, it's no longer party time. Oh, it is a pillow. Look, I can't using it as a pillow. Party popple and puffball popple. Party popple.
Party popple. That
I feel like he's just walking around Studio 54. Who's the party popple? Guy
who's
over
good.
there. Gonna get some dust for the party popple. I'll be right
Hey,
back.
anybody got any party popples? Anybody got a party popple?
Hmm. That does sound like drugs that go up your asshole.
Yeah. Yes, food fighters.
I think I had one of these. It's it's an anthropomorphic chicken leg with grenades.
Yeah, I had the cheeseburger. Those are They're
That
not disturbing. They're just dumb.
looking back on it now, that's better than a bad ball.
Oh yeah.
I might have to get me one of them for my thing. The chicken leg is driving me nuts. That's great.
Ugh.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've seen in a while. That I've seen me naked.
Oh, what's a werebear?
Oh, I was about to say, do you know it's like a my pet monster, but a werewolf. Apparently.
Cuddly toys are supposed to comfort children, provide them with a sense of security, but not some with werebears. These scary toys were the stuff of nightmares, transforming as they did from a lovely cute bear into a terrifying werebear. Um, well, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Bing that for me, would you?
I,
There's a sentence I've never said before.
hey, I'm going to tell you right now that the reason it's Bing is because I was too lazy to change it to Google.
It's okay if you have a preference. Have a
I
preference, Larry.
I don't
Just
have a
go
preference.
against the grain.
Shut your cunt.
No. Food fighters. How much do they want for the chicken? Oh, you can't. Oh, I'm gonna have to eBay. You can't.
What the?
You can't get a
This
food
is
fighter.
great.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there was a handful of.
Oh my god!
Oh! It's a teddy bear, and then you popple its head. And it's a monster. That's phenomenal. Oh god! Apparently they were. Is that pounds?
That was Terror Teds.
Yeah, no, but the price. It looked like it was in British pounds.
It sure did.
Okay, so maybe they didn't have those over here, or you
Ter-
just found. Or yeah,
I want a
that's
Terror Ted.
yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
St-
And then
Specifically, not just He-Man, Stinkor.
I think I had one of those.
I think I had one too.
That was a He-Man character that smelled bad.
Yep. He literally, the toy smelled bad because that was his power, is that he was a giant
Oh,
skunk.
you put he came with like a little bottle of
Yes.
stink of like of fart juice or something of like
Yep, he came
a
with
stink
fart
bomb.
juice. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. That's
Well, hold on, give me a second. I have to go on eBay right now and see how much a food fighter is going for.
Rainbow Bright.
Specifically the chicken one. Now I have to buy that.
Shit. A boglin, dude. You remember the boglins?
Yeah! Oh, those were great.
And you had the little
It's a little rubber puppet, man.
Yeah, it was awesome. Speak and spell, that's what they used to give me in the enclosure to keep me calm.
Have you gotten to level 5 on a speak and spell yet, buddy? Okay, so Pop Larry, I need you to help me out here. Mattel Food Fighters Lieutenant Leg. This is the one I like. Lieutenant Leg. Is it worth $20 American?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, this is disturbing. There's 3 pictures of Lieutenant Leg. Ready? Because I don't buy action figures secondhand anymore. There's one where he's looking directly at me. One where it's just like they've turned him around, and there's the third picture is his asshole. And buy it now.
Yeah, buy it now, please.
Do I need the protection plan for 2 years?
I don't think so. I say try fast, take chances, buddy.
Well, here we go. Hopefully next time we meet.
The Sony Walkman.
Oh yeah.
Glowworm, Micro Machines. We've seen a lot of these. My Child dolls.
Looks like a Gelfling.
Yeah, no thanks. Cabbage Patch, the kitchen. My little that pony looks like it's trying to fuck, and I don't like it.
Oh, I had these skates that never worked.
Right? They were awful.
The Fisher Price skates that you're supposed to like just Velcro onto your own shoes.
Yeah.
No. No. Did not work.
Now the Wuzzles were great.
God, I'm just realizing how much useless shit we collected.
Oh, everybody had one of these. Fisher Price Garage. The Play Boot. Yikes. Polly Pocket. The Fisher Price record
First
player.
record player. Yeah, that did nothing.
The medical
I
kit.
had the Fisher Price medical kit, complete with pill bottle, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're just getting you used to taking all those opioids. We're from
I
the
had
Midwest, after all.
I had the activity center,
Everybody had the telephone.
the telephone. Jesus Christ! I'm just realizing how much shit I have to buy now.
The puffalumps.
That
What
sounds
was
like more.
that?
That sounds
Just
like British crazy shit to me. I don't know what a puffalump is.
what is that? A
Uh,
puffalump? That's just a half stuffed animal.
it feels like
Pound
I had a
puppy.
puffalump removed sometime around 2010.
I remember that. You couldn't
I
drive.
remember I had a puffalump removed.
Yeah, you couldn't drive home. You had to lay on your stomach.
Disney's gummy bears?
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. The high adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the thing that did you just make that up? Tell me you just made that up.
I can't.
Oh, that's the
Disney
thing? Okay.
Disney's gonna sue us because I sang this song.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, there was so they were bears that lived out in the woods.
Is this the candy? Is this a tie-in with the candy or no?
I don't I think so.
It's
But
gotta
they
be.
would drink a magic potion and then they would bounce, and that was their thing.
Oh, it's another drug thing. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. There's the Popples.
There's the fucking Popples. Here's
Miss
Mr. Pop. Is that
I
Mr.
don't
Delicious? God, I miss Mr. Delicious. There's no new news on the Mr. Delicious front. There you go.
got that bad bitch right in the
I
back.
used to have him. That's Castle Grayskull with the weapons rack.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Big
I just
yellow
got.
teapot.
I don't know. More British shit. Did you get we had He-Man. What do you guys have? Big yellow teapot. What?
Oh, we got a big yellow teapot, isn't it?
What does
What?
it do? It apologizes when it bumps into you. Rad.
Petite post office. That's also got to be a British thing.
The
And then there's Thundercats.
Thundercats, yeah.
Thunder.
How much
Thunder.
fucking money and useless plastic shit did my parents buy for me?
Thundercats. Ho! Ah, the Technodrome.
I was gonna say, what the hell is the name of that? But it's literally it's right above She-Ra.
Yeah, She-Ra. Man, look at the hog on He-Man right here, dude.
Okay, there's a new sentence. Actually,
Look at
that's
that.
probably not a new sentence by any means.
No, it's not. It's just not probably been said a lot on a podcast. Back to the Monchichi. The Jack in a Box. That was not that was 50s, you fucking dorks.
Oh, that's a Fisher Price specific one. That's the mass produced bastard.
All right.
Ugh.
All right, buddy.
Yep. We've been doing this for 8 minutes.
8.5. Oh, I think we made it to 12.
Well, this is the only I think this might be the only one that's ever cost me money to do.
Probably.
I would
All
like
right.
to start with what I learned.
Yeah, please do.
I learned that right before Christmas, because I paid for the shipping, I have to explain to my wife why I own Lieutenant Leg. And didn't put $20 towards a college fund. He's gonna go on the. I have 3 shelves in the bedroom, which is the one area of the house that I'm allowed to put whatever I want in. It's got action figures. It's got an actual rubber chicken. It's got a little Groot. There's 2 different Jesuses. One's a bobblehead. One has real gliding action. I have his head stuffed inside of a Peruvian finger puppet of an old man that I've just named Dr. Simon Pegg because Simon Pegg is already a SAG actor, and so he had to change his name. He's aspiring.
Yes.
And now Lieutenant Leg's going up there in 6 to 8 days.
I'm so glad I could help with your deviancy.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever spent money. That's not true of this week. What'd you learn, Larry?
I learned that that my pet monster made you have the feels, and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad. I'm glad I could help with that.
100%. 100%. I will
I
capture that.
also learned that I forgot about a lot of things like pregnant Barbie, and
That's burned into my brain.
yeah, and and everything else, gravy, baby.
Hey, guess what?
What's that?
I love you.
I love you back.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys.
God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.